You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. All right, you guys. So I have some breaking news for you guys. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all come on in, man. Let me get a quick mic check as you guys come in the building, man, this morning or this afternoon, wherever you at. Salute to everybody that's going to be in the chat. I have some breaking news for you guys right now, coming fresh off of the wire, man. Salute to everybody that's in the building. You guys let me know. Let me get a quick mic check as y'all come on in here again. Share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. And I'm gonna let y'all know exactly what's going on right now. As man, this is unbelievable stuff, man. So as we all know, uh, the United States right now is currently at war with Iran. In this war, basically, Donald Trump, President of the United States of America, came out and stated prior years that before he took office, when Barack Obama was the president, he had stated that Barack Obama would be the one that started this war and that Barack Obama would do it for political purposes, but it would be bad for the American people. And he also bashed Barack Obama and stated that Barack Obama uh, would start a war because he did not know how to negotiate, without having to go to war. Well, fast forward to now, Donald J. Trump not only refused to keep the negotiations with the Iranians, when he came into office, he tore up the agreement with the Iranians and said that you're going to do what I want to do in the agreement, or we're going to absolutely hit you with every thing in our arsenal, pretty much. Well, Donald Trump felt as if the timeline wasn't moving fast enough for his liking, and so they originally hit those nuclear sites in Iran a few months ago, which was unprovoked. Iran never attacked the United States of America. Then Donald Trump came back a few months later and said, hey, make a deal or, we're going to take military action. Well, Donald Trump proceeded to, basically say that the Iranians did not do what he wanted them to do. And so he started a war with Israel and Iran. In the aftermath of that war, we learned on the first day that the Iran supreme leader, the Ayatollah, on the right-hand side of your screen, had been murdered. Donald Trump then came out and stated that with the unaliving of the Ayatollah, he stated that Iran, the people, needed to take over the country. But Donald Trump does not know that is not how politics work in Iran. It's not, oh, you throw over this leader and then everybody else rises up against him and does what that's not how it works out there. They have a structure. They have next man up type of mentality, and they've already had plans for the next leader after leader after leader after leader. These guys will get appointed. And so now we found out that not only was the Ayatollah, murdered, but his daughter, his son-in-law, and his grandson were all murdered in that attack on the first day. Well, Iran struck back and have been striking back big at military sites all over the Persian Gulf in the Middle East, where anybody that's helping or assisting the United States of America, they even hit the Dubai International Airport. They've hit multiple airports in the Persian Gulf. The airspace has been shut down and people cannot leave. Americans are trapped all over the Persian Gulf because the entire airspace has been absolutely closed. There are American military bases in all of these different countries: Kuwait, Qatar, Dubai, Bahrain, in the Persian Gulf, and that is what the Iranians are attacking. But now we come to today. Now, I did a short video on this channel. I don't know if you guys watch my shorts or not, but I told y'all that a new leader would have been named within 24 hours of the death of the Ayatollah. Well, that new leader was named, and that new leader was the Ayatollah Arafi, this man right here. And now, according to reports, Donald Trump, United States of America, and Israel have murdered this man. He is now dead. So the new leader of Iran has now been murdered as well. This situation is going to get super diabolical. Donald Trump came out and stated that the Iranians wanted or were willing to negotiate with him after he had originally bombed them. Well, the Iranians came out and said that's a lie. It is not true. They did not agree to this action. The Iranians came out and said they never agreed and they would not negotiate now with the United States of America because they were attacked unlawfully. Now, yesterday, and we came in here last night and did this video, there was an attack on U.S. soil. Now, this man, he had an Iranian flag on his sweater, and you understand what he's saying. Now, the police unalived this guy, and he is now being investigated in a potential terrorist act against the United States of America due to this war. And so in Texas, Austin, Texas, there was a mass shooting. Well, this man went out yesterday and unloaded on everybody that was sitting outside. And so now I don't think people understand how dangerous a situation this thing has got. Also today, ladies and gentlemen, Iran has shot down uh, American aircraft out of the air in Kuwait. I'm gonna repeat myself again. Today, this morning, Iran has shot down American aircraft in the airspace in Kuwait. They have videos all online right now of this incident. They have photos as well. So now we are in a full-scale war with Iran. A full-scale war with Iran. And Iran is actively, and this was them who did it. It was not friendly fire from Kuwait. That's a lie. We already have the reports. That was not friendly fire that hit that. And Donald Trump has come out, and let me state this right now. Donald Trump has come out and stated that he will now avenge all of these things, right? Now, let me say this to you guys. If you're simple-minded and you have never been anywhere around the world, but to your neighborhood, you will not understand different things. You will not understand different people. You will listen to lies that the American public and that the American media puts out. The hypocrisy of America should be on trial. And that is facts. And I'm going to say this again. The leaders that you guys think are the best men in this world, what type of leaders are they really? You have to think about, are we dealing with honest, trustworthy people that are calling shots in the history of the United States of America? See, if you can't trust your leadership, how can you trust anything? Ask yourself this question. If we can't stop violence in America, how the hell we think we're going to heal other countries? This is the problem that other countries have with the United States of America. The United States of America do not want to talk about the Epstein files, but they want to try to put their nose in other countries' business and police other countries. These are facts. When we won't even have enough heart and gall to police ourselves. So what happens is when you look at the news and when you see these things on the news that they pump to you guys, and I'm going to say it to y'all like this, right? And AK, you're extremely wrong, brother. I love you like a brother, but you're extremely wrong. You need to travel around the world and get your mind right, bro. Get out of that mentality that you in, brother. And you know I love you like a brother, but you stuck in a effed up mentality, man. You believe propaganda. I've been around the world and seen it with my own eyes. And I'm telling everybody this because this is the absolute truth, right? Absolute truth. Donald J. Trump is a liar. How can anybody trust people who will come and lie to the American people? Donald J. Trump said, and I quote, he is not going to get in America in any new wars. He bashed Barack Obama. He just got finished reposting a video of Barack and Michelle depicted as monkeys. All these people are liars. Donald J. Trump is accused of sexually assaulting minors in the Epstein file, but he wants y'all to move on. And he called Republicans that question anything about him stupid. They're all liars. Every last one of them. Him, Clinton sat up there and said, and they tell y'all they stand with God, but really, do they really? Do they really? You have to have a mind and a brain, and a rational man uses his mind, and a rational man listens to all sides and doesn't just take what certain people give you on the news. I want to say this to y'all again. Leadership is very important when it's true leadership. War is the very last option. Putting people and sending people's kids and families out here to die is the very last option. Let me say this to you again. So while we can say, hey, Ticket, I'm hearing these people are evil, guess what? They hear Donald Trump is evil. They hear Bill Clinton is evil. They hear Joe Biden is evil. Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America, has 34 felons on his record. The prices of oil have spiked as of last night. Did you read the reports? I told you within a month, the economy is going to take a major hit after a month of this war. And to the person who continues to say Iran has been chanting death to America, well, what would America be chanting if a foreign country came in and overtook your leadership and your government? People forget how this all started. This entire conflict with the United States and Iran began because the United States and Britain went and invaded Iran and overthrew their government when they had a democracy and democratically elected their leader. That's how this whole thing got started. If anybody came to the States right now and overthrew Donald Trump and the leadership, guess what Americans will be screaming about that other country? But the hypocrisy is alarming. People don't want to tell the truth and hold the truth to the standard it needs to be held to. They want to lie to you guys. Iran never attacked the United States of America first. These are facts. And if anybody were to come into the United States right now and try to kidnap our leaders or overthrow the government, that will be considered an act of war by the United States of America, and they will go right to war immediately. These are facts. But y'all don't want to talk about that truth. You're okay with acting like you want to be bullies around the world. And when you speak wisely to people, they speak stupidity, harshly, foolishness, gibberish, nonsense. A lack of knowledge destroys our people every single day. A lack of knowledge and understanding when you can go sit down with a person. So I'm telling y'all this. And to the person who keeps saying Obama, he's no good either. You don't hear me on here praising Barack Obama. What the hell is wrong with you? I said to you that Donald Trump came out and said that Barack Obama was going to start a war with Iran for political purposes. And Donald Trump said it was not in the best interest of the American people to start a war with Iran. And he said Barack Obama was going to do it for political purposes. That did not happen. And to the person who says I'm very uneducated, I'm more educated than you. I don't talk shit. I've been all around the world, motherfucker. Where have you been? You just running your lips from a basement, probably weighing 450 pounds. Have you ever had to pull up at these stop points in fear that everything's going to blow up in smoke and your life is going to end right there? If you haven't, know your role and shut your damn mouth. They lied to you. They lied to you. And this fool's going to tell me I don't know anything about Iran when I lived in Iran. He's a clown. Every hot spot you can think about, I've been there. Damascus, Syria, Beirut, Lebanon. I've been and lived in Kuwait, Qatar, Dubai, and Bahrain. All through the Persian Gulf. Sit down and shut the hell up. Show me your passport. Where have you ever been? Who have you ever sat down and talked to? You said they hate Americans. They could have killed me. They didn't. They didn't. And to the person who says plantation, you're a racist. There is no plantation here because I believe in abolishing the two-party system. Period. I believe in abolishing the two-party system. Irish J says, you don't know shit about Iraq. Fool, I lived in Baghdad, Iraq. This is a picture outside of the hotel that I lived in across the street. From my hotel room, I took a picture across the street in Baghdad, Iraq years ago when shit was close to really cracking. Oh, yeah. You see how the streets were so empty out there? In front of you, people ain't walking around out there the way it was popping, boy. The hell is wrong with you? But these dudes come on YouTube and just talk shit. Don't know a damn thing about what he's talking about. And I'm going to tell y'all something. It was Americans over in these places up until 2 months ago. No issues whatsoever. Matter of fact, I advise y'all, there are videos on YouTube. There are videos on YouTube right now of white Americans that was just in Iran at the end of 2025, walking the streets. And nothing happened to them. Nothing. It's all a lie. When they say these things about America, I ask the little homies, what the hell are they talking about? You know what they say? It ain't the citizens, it's the leadership. Because they're the ones that lie and deceive and put out false information. We want to resolve every other country's problems except for our own. I tell y'all this all the time. They owe a ticket. They're killing all these people. What about everybody that's killing all these people in the United States of America? You just had a cold-blooded murder yesterday outside of Nipsey Hussle Marathon Burger Stop. We can't even stop shit like that. We can't even stop stuff like that. But we talking about somewhere else. What the hell is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? You have murders every single day going on in the United States of America, and we can't resolve that. But we're supposed to go and change a whole different country. They can't even protect the poor person who lost their life yesterday because this guy just walks outside and opens fire in the United States of America. But they talk about what's going on in a different country. They can't even resolve mass school shootings in the United States of America where kids will be taken out because they don't even have enough common sense to at least have a couple armed security guards or military servicemen at every school. I want you to really use your brains. They won't put the money and resources into putting armed military personnel at these schools to protect your kids, but they will spend all this money to go to war in other countries, talking about we got to fix them, and you ain't even fixed yourself. Come on, man. Let me say it again. How many school shootings have there been in the last 3 years in the United States of America? How many? Make it make sense. But guess what? You know why you don't have these types of situations like this overseas all the time? Because when you go overseas, which is where my brother AK needs to go, when you go overseas, in damn near every single establishment, they have an armed security guard watchman outside, standing out front. In everyone. You can't go to the grocery store and not see armed security guards outside of the grocery. They ready for whatever. And they keep the peace. But in the United States of America, you can walk into a Walmart right now and you may or may not see a cop riding around there patrolling the area. But in every single shop overseas, they have armed security in front of everywhere. Now, I want y'all to think about that. If they really wanted to heal the problems of the United States of America, why not take all that money that they're using for wars, endless wars, and protect our youth? Protect our streets. Protect our community. They don't think about that. So when people come in here and say, oh man, they're saying this or saying that, how would you feel if somebody came and just snatched your leadership up and said, nah, we need you to have new leadership, even though that's who you voted for? I want you to think about this. They don't tell y'all, but these guys aren't wired to use their brain to think about this type of stuff. They're hooligans. They have a hooligan street mentality. And crash out over foolishness. And you can't see that everybody's being played like puppets. Right? And that's why I tell you, I thank God every day I was able to travel around the whole world. I thank God every day for that, because I got to ask the people myself. See, sometimes you can think somebody's your enemy until you actually have a conversation. Don't you know in life sometimes you're a conversation away from understanding somebody else? To the person who says Iran does not vote for their leadership, fam, excuse me, sir, Iran had a democracy where they voted for their president. Iran has a president outside of a supreme leader, Janet Jackass. What are you talking about? This man doesn't know a damn thing of what he's saying. These people are insane. These are all facts. I never had any problem in Iran. Every person treated me well everywhere I went, whether it was the Middle East, the Persian Gulf, anywhere I went. Anywhere I went, they treated me well. And they will lie to all of you people and make you want to hate these people. And I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is. That's what they'll do. And I've been to every single spot there can be. Do you hear what I said to you? And I tell you that what the United States of America and Israel are doing is wrong. To go to war is the last thing that you should ever want to do. And until you've actually been in these situations, talk to different people, open your mind, open your spirit, open your heart, and actually try to understand other people, because that is the real reason why it's a whole lot of problems and misunderstanding, because people have not humbled themselves and opened their hearts to understand other people. And these are absolute facts. Absolute facts. I had black people treat me worse than any Arab person overseas, any Iranian person overseas. These are all facts. I could walk into a pizza spot, like I told y'all, at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night and not have any issue at all. But y'all listen to these fools who shoot war propaganda to you, and violence and death and destruction, and bring this to your front doorstep as if this is all cool, man. This ain't no problem. Are you crazy? You hear what I said? And to the person who said they thought you were African, that's a lie. They knew I was American. You know why? Because I told them. I spoke English. They knew. You're a liar. That's to the person who said that in the comment section. You a liar, boy. Even when I was in Africa, they knew I was American. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Right? When you know, you know. And to the person who says, dude, you're just another YouTube yapper. Okay, where have you been, brother? Nowhere. Blocked. Blocked. These guys will come in here and just lie. Make lame excuses. I told you guys. I've been to all these places. I told you I lived in Zahle, Lebanon. I flew into Beirut back in what, 07, 08, something like that, right after that war had ended. Half of the city was, you could see half of the buildings were blown apart. I flew into the airport, drove through Beirut up to Zahle. Had no issues. I could get out, walk into a corner store, they'll look at me, salute me, boom, I salute them. No problem whatsoever. None. None. To the brother Texas Reaper, You don't know where these people are from. People make fake accounts on YouTube and will lie, sir. Me personally, I have evidence of everything I say. I have no reason to lie. None. I have evidence of everything I say. You have people who are supporters of wars, mass murders, and all these things that are senseless. When I'm telling you that most of this stuff would have just took a decent conversation and opening of your heart. But when you come in bad faith and you want to be bullies, right? How many times I don't told y'all, man? David beat Goliath, boy. You have to be willing to call out your own hypocrisy. I had somebody come in here yesterday. Oh, you ain't never been to Dubai, Tigger. You lied. Nigga, fool. I was playing in the Dubai International Basketball Tournament, fool. What are you talking about? I was living in Dubai. The hell is wrong with you, brother? All the teams was out there. The Chinese teams, all those teams came out there and played in that tournament. If you know, you know. I have pictures of me in the newspaper in Qatar. What the hell is you people talking about? Right? So cut the shit and stop lying. So when we say, and I'm gonna tell you something, when you point the finger at somebody, it's three fingers always pointing back at you. So I want you to think about this. Think about what I said. We will call everybody else evil and not look at our own hypocrisies. That's the problem I have. That's the problem I have. We won't even look at our own hypocrisies. That's sad to be in the year that we're in and to have these hypocrisies amongst us. It's sad. It truly is. It truly is. Right? We want to talk about somebody else's evil, but our leaders have been accused of some of the most vile, disrespectful, dishonorable things you could ever be accused of. The so-called leaders in the United States of America don't even want to face the Epstein files. Let's just tell the truth. We're going to tell the truth. Let's tell it. They don't even want to face the Epstein files. They'll lie to y'all. And I told y'all, everywhere I've been around the world, I got evidence of it. Everywhere. Everywhere I lived, everywhere I played, everywhere I was at. 1,000% evidence. Never was treated bad by the people. Never. Don't you know when your teammates are from these places, you gain and earn lifelong relationships and friendships? Right? Don't you know that? Don't y'all know that? You earn and gain lifelong relationships and friendships. Because the lies and the propaganda can only last for so long. They can only last for so long. Some point in time, the truth has to come out. It has to. You know, I'm glad I actually saved um, some of the, you know, photos of when I was in these places. I actually took photos of some of my teammates, man. I never wanted to forget these experiences that I had around the world. And they lie to y'all. They make y'all think that these people are savages. They literally lie to y'all, bro. You know, nobody would have ever saw this stuff if I didn't show y'all this uh, stuff that I show y'all. And I have a lot more stuff that I can show y'all to show y'all that, man, listen, it's a lot of 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 people that are living overseas. These places, they don't never have any issues. I can get them to come on here and tell you right now. Until now, they don't have these issues. They literally know. All the Americans that living over in these overseas, they can literally tell you. After I literally did. I stopped watching Fox News and them. And this is bullshit, man. Straight up. I'm gonna show y'all something, right? So me being overseas, and this to the dude that said I was, bro. We was flying on them. We was flying back then, bro. We was flying, brother. We was flying. We was flying Dubai, baby. I took that picture outside of the airplane, brother. What are you talking about? I took pictures of my teammates back then outside of the gym. We was out there for real, bro. Lifelong experiences, friendships, being in the malls, beautiful malls. You can lick off the floor, eat off the floor. And they'll come in here and lie to you guys and tell y'all all these lies. And these people ain't never been nowhere, ain't never did nothing, ain't never seen nothing. I show y'all stuff that other people, they can't show you because they ain't never been nowhere. They ain't never been nowhere. Nowhere. Oh, ticket, man. But I can show you evidence. I've been to all these places. I don't come on YouTube just talking. I'm not I'm not bag chaser in them clowns that come on here capping, nigga. When I say it, nigga, I live that shit for real. I lived it for real. And these are all facts I'm giving y'all. And that's the one thing I always did. I took pictures everywhere we went. So I could always remember and never forget the places and the things I experienced in my life. Right? So when I was going in and out of these airports, like I told y'all, I have proof of that. See what airport that is right there? I was in all these places. Read on that blue post right there. And you'll see what airport that is. Yeah, that's in Dubai. That's in the UAE. I told you guys, I'm not some carnival barker on YouTube just running my mouth. I really been all over the world. They ass is local. They ain't been nowhere. They doing all the people who ain't been nowhere be the ones do all the crazy talking. They the ones that do all the crazy talking. It be the ones that ain't never went nowhere. You like, oh, you ain't never been nowhere. How is you doing all this talking? I'm just telling y'all the truth. That's all. I just wanted to come bring the truth to you guys. You know what I mean? I felt like it was important. That's what I felt like. It was important to bring the truth to y'all. So when I told y'all I was in all these spots, yeah, they on their mama's couch talking crazy, just running their mouth, bro. It's sad. It's truly sad, brother. Cause I've been out on the boats. I've been everywhere, all over the spots. In the malls, some of the most beautiful places y'all could ever go. They ain't gonna tell you how I was in the, and I took pictures of these places, being in it, and I'm talking about overseas in the Persian Gulf, Middle East, all that. Nigga, I was in the Jimmy Choo spots, all that shit, shopping with the shorty. Nigga, this is facts. These are, I took pictures of all this shit. Nigga, I've been around the world. They ass is talking, they local, nigga. They ain't never been nowhere. I've been everywhere. They got all that shit. Calvin Klein's, all that shit. Every store you want to have, they got all that. DKNY, all that shit. You like, damn, they got all that ticket. They got all that. KFC, all this. And they make y'all think people's just animals and savages in these other countries. Man, let these people start keep lying to y'all, man. You let them keep lying to y'all, feeding y'all propaganda when you ain't seen it with your own eyes. That's why I advise everybody go travel the world and see it yourself. If you can afford it, go travel and see it yourself. It's worth the experience. It truly is, man. Let me show y'all something. Cause see, these dudes hella cap going on social media, man. It's sad all the cap that I see going on. But I told y'all this. I don't have no reason to come up here on YouTube and lie. Now this is when I was in Kuwait, nigga. Hey, we was up at all the shops, nigga. In the mall, they had everything. You could go to the Jimmy Shoe with your shorty, whatever you want to do. These are all facts. I took pictures of all this shit. So they lie to y'all. These cats ain't never been nowhere. They just talking. I don't gotta talk. My stats say I'm the deal, nigga. Resume say I'm the deal. Passport say I'm the deal. So I know for real, right? And y'all let these people bait y'all into, yeah, man, we gotta go to war. We gotta do, man, y'all people crazy as hell, man. These people crazy as hell, man. Right? No issues. None. It's rare you'll ever hear about something. And don't y'all know how many Americans and people are overseas right now in these spots? Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, all these spots right now. Now they stuck in this situation because Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu crazy ass want to go to war. And this brother gonna tell me, yo, stay out of politics. You too emotional. That's the problem. You guys have no emotion. You have no compassion for others. That's the problem. That's the true problem. And when you have none, that is when you are devoid of any type of responsibility for your actions. That's foolish talk. See, it should make you feel a way that people are dying, that innocent people lost their lives all throughout this situation on all sides because a few lunatics want to go to war and put all these people at risk. And Donald Trump sit up there and tell y'all, oh, well, hey, man, it's going to be more Americans to die. And y'all okay with that? Nah, I'm not okay with that. That shit don't sit right with me. Right? I don't like it. I'm going to say it again. I don't like it. Right? I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's just be honest with y'all, man. I don't like it. And then you had these nothing, nobody ass Negroes come around here running their mouth, acting like they know something. They don't know nothing. They need to sit down and shut up. Period. And to that brother who said something, bro, I got 5 championships overseas, brother. 3 MVPs. Fuck is you talking about? Yes, sir. These are facts. Oh, yeah. But back to what we were saying, because what's more important is the current situation, man. Ask yourself, why they don't want to talk about the Epstein files? Why are they ignoring the Epstein files? Y'all got to ask yourself this question. Bill Clinton and these guys just went up here and told y'all there's nothing to see here. Bill Clinton said, I did nothing, I saw nothing, I know nothing. Are you serious? Are you really serious? And I told y'all last night, look how Ghislaine Maxwell looking at Bill Clinton. He don't know nothing. Stop this shit, man. Come on, bro. Stop playing games with the people, man. He sat right there and lied through his teeth about Monica Lewinsky. He lied. He was willing to live on that lie. If he was willing to lie about that, y'all think they be telling y'all the truth about others? Lord have mercy, man. I don't understand what's wrong with our people, man. I really don't. I really don't. Crazy work, man. I pray for this nation, man. I pray for the world, man, because, man, bro, this is the last thing that should have ever had to happen, man. And y'all believe these people, man. These people straight, stone cold, tell y'all anything y'all want to hear, bro. And y'all go for a hook, line, and sinker, bro. But they won't talk about them Epstein files, though. They don't talk about that shit, though. They not gonna talk about them Epstein files. That's crazy, bro. They not gonna talk about them Epstein files. Look at the allegations against the President of the United States of America in the Epstein files. Why won't they talk about this? To the brother who says you believe everything negative said about him, I didn't say that. I said I believe that they're stone cold liars. Doesn't mean I believe every negative thing. But I tell you what, when you have over 150 people that make a certain allegation against you, and you say they're all liars, guess what? I don't believe you. That's right now. See, y'all don't want to talk about this. That's why he wanted to move off of this. Because of what was so deep in all of these files. This shit was so deep. What was in all these files, they're willing to avoid, they're willing to go to war and avoid talking about this. And Donald Trump, who sat up there the whole time and told y'all how he despised the Clintons, how he was going to put them in prison, and all these other things he said, what did he say when Bill Clinton went up there the other day and did his deposition? And then Donald Trump found out that, damn, we effed around and made Bill Clinton do a deposition. He didn't go in there and throw me under the bus. They may call me to do a deposition. What did he go outside and say? Oh, well, you know, I like Bill. You like him? You told everybody you hated him. You told everybody the Clintons were frauds in the election. You told everybody the Clintons were frauds. And then Donald Trump come out. As soon as Bill Clinton just did his deposition, he came out and said, I like the Clinton. I like him. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable stuff, man. And I'm sorry, brother. You can never say a person who is anti-war, anti-killing people, anti all of those negative things will ever fall into the hands of the devil. That ain't ever gonna happen. I don't know what God you serving. I want y'all to think about this. He told y'all, I have tape where he told y'all all during the election, I hate the Clintons, I'm gonna lock them up. And everybody that was supporting Trump, yeah, man, lock him up, lock him up. As soon as Bill Clinton didn't go in that deposition and throw him under the bus, Trump came outside and they asked him, hey, how do you feel about, oh, I really like Bill. I don't think he should have been questioned. What do you mean? Now you like him? Or do y'all both know too much about each other? And people sit out here and ignore this. They'll ignore this. And these are facts. He literally came out. I can play the tape for you. He literally just came out just the other day. Oh, you know, I really like Bill. What do you mean you like him? You said the whole of the campaign you hate him. And that you're gonna put them in prison. You're gonna lock him and Hillary up. That's crazy work. And y'all are delusional to listen to these guys. I don't understand what's wrong with our people. I don't understand this. So they were one of the main people pushing for this. Bill Clinton went in there, and I knew Bill wasn't going to end up throwing Donald under the bus. Why? Because if you throw him under the bus, you throw yourself under the bus. So what did he do? He went in there and told y'all, I saw nothing, I knew nothing. This is the same dude who said the same shit about Monica Lewinsky and lied. Only he was going to live, he was going to let Monica Lewinsky go down as some type of lying hoochie mama. 304 lying. When it was him that was lying. And only when he got caught and they saw this man juices all over that girl's clothing is when he came out, yeah, I apologize, I lied. Hold on. Do you know the type of danger he put that girl in when he said she was a liar? But y'all believe all this shit they tell y'all. And like I said, the same thing with Barack Obama. Did the whole birther shit. We're gonna tell the truth in here now. Because you're gonna hear the truth by me. He led the whole birther movement against Obama.